How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today we're going to be taking a look at the speed tests here with the results between ExpressVPN and NordVPN. And we're going to get to see which one is actually better. Of course, both of these VPNs are much faster than most other VPNs. So keep that in mind. Of course, before we begin, if you guys are interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs with regards to their privacy policy, speed streaming and torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features. So keep that in mind. If you guys are interested, you'll find everything you need in the description down below. So now I tested 3 servers or 3 locations. So I'm roughly here near the European region. So I tested a nearby server, so the French server in both Express and NordVPN. I tested the New York server, and then I tested a Japanese server. So we've got a place in the Far East, a place roughly in the West, not the Far West. It's not LA. I just went with the East Coast in New York, and somewhere in the middle. And we're going to take a look at the results. Of course, just keep in mind that speed tests are not perfect. Factors like internet connection, router, location, type of device, and other variables affect the results. So keep that in mind, of course, while you're taking a look at these results, and just take them with a grain of salt. This is just supposed to give you a rough aggregate of what these VPNs perform like. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now, of course, my speed is nothing impressive. I don't want my VPN to make it any slower than it already is. So I went ahead and started with ExpressVPN, and I'm going to show you guys, by the way, the percentage. I'm going to be focusing mainly on the download speed, but if you're interested in just pausing the video and taking a look at the upload speed, feel free to do that. And usually any decrease between 10 to 20, 25% is usually considered very good with VPNs, because a lot of VPNs will end up going past the 25% kind of cap, and they'll go up to 30 or 40 and even 50 to 60% decrease. And yeah, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for some of the best percentages here, and we're going to take a look if ExpressVPN and NordVPN can actually perform that well. And I'll be using, of course, again, the lightweight UDP protocol and the NordLynx protocol, and that's what I used in this test. These are the best performing protocols. So my download speed without a VPN is at 5.70 megabits per second. So with the French server, starting with ExpressVPN, I got a 4.97 megabits per second, which is a 12.8% decrease in the download speed. So we're still in between 10 and 20, and we're not even reaching 21 or 22. So very, very good stuff. So far, I went ahead and tested the New York server, and I got an even better result here. Very impressive. Of course, the upload speed is not as good as the French one, thanks to the distance, but the download speed is just very impressive. Of course, ExpressVPN is known for maintaining very high speeds no matter where you're connecting from. So it's almost as if the distance between you and the server you're connecting to does not matter in ExpressVPN, which makes it a very big selling point with ExpressVPN, because in a lot of VPNs, or a lot of people that may be, let's say, in Far Eastern locations here, might want to unblock, let's say, the Netflix library of the US. Naturally, it's a very far kind of distance. It's a lot of distance covering here. So yeah, ExpressVPN helps you kind of maintain speeds at such big distances or far distances. So yeah, this ends up being a 2.8% decrease, which is something you rarely see. You barely even see a 5% decrease in most VPNs. So for ExpressVPN to drop even down to a 2.8% decrease with an international server, that's just very impressive. Of course, with the Japanese server, so of course I had to test a West and Eastern server here, and it dropped down to a 4.43 megabits per second. So that ends up being a 22.2% decrease in download speed right here, which is understandable considering the distance here with Japan. So now this is, of course, the results, the three countries that I tested for ExpressVPN. So again, that'll be a 12% decrease at 4.97 megabits per second with the French server, a 2.8% decrease at 5.54 megabits per second with a New York server, and roughly a 22.3 or 22.2% decrease with the download speed here with the Japanese server. So moving on to NordVPN, again, I tested these same servers. With Paris, in Paris, I got a 4.60 megabits per second, which ends up being a 19.2 or 19.3% decrease with the download speed. So yeah, again, not take these results with a grain of salt. If I go ahead and refresh the speed, I might get something maybe a little bit better, perhaps a little bit worse, but you know, this should roughly give you a good idea of the performance of these VPNs. You know, previously I thought NordVPN was faster, and it was actually performing faster than ExpressVPN, but it seems like nowadays ExpressVPN picked up the pace, and yeah, it's always kind of, these two VPNs are always in competition when it comes to speed. They're super quick. And so, you know, at times you might see Nord being a little bit faster or Express being a little bit faster. But, you know, overall, I do prefer ExpressVPN because of its consistency in speeds over long distances or servers that are much farther away. So with the New York server, I got a 4.51 megabits per second kind of result here with 20.8% decrease in download speed, and finally a 4.86 megabits per second here with a 14.7% decrease with the download speed. So overall, the ExpressVPN results are better with the Paris and New York servers, but with the Japanese server, it seems like NordVPN outperformed Express by let's say 6, 7, 8% here. So not bad at all. Overall, both VPNs are super quick. You could really just stream in 4K if your internet speed can handle it in the first place. Again, they're both in between the 10 and 20%, perhaps at times 25% kind of decrease here. So any decrease in speed between 10, 15, 20, 25% is considered very good. And it seems like with ExpressVPN, you'll be able to even go below 10 down to 5, and sometimes even below 5, as you saw with the results here at 2.8 megabits per second with the New York server, even though it's an international server. So again, if you guys are interested in learning more about these VPNs, you'll find links to full reviews in the description down below to give you more of a look into the advantages and disadvantages of each one of these VPNs. And if you're interested in links to special deals and discounts, you'll find these in the description as well if you're interested in making use of such discounts while they last. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.